much led from start to finish in the 2013 Baltimore Marathon. It's Baltimore's Dave Verdun crossing the finish line with Boston bombing victim Erica Brannick there to greet him along the way. Dave's victory in 2013 helped him become an even bigger name in the running community. It followed 2012, where he led elite runners for the first 11 miles of that race. Last year, you might remember, Dave had to bow out of the race midway due to an injury, but he's back this year, and he looks just as strong as ever. Thanks for coming by, man. I remember watching, and I just could see it on your face. You weren't going to give up last year at all, were you?
I didn't want to.
Yeah.
I really did think that I could at least finish the race and be in the situation I was in, but
yeah,
unfortunately I only made it about halfway.
Talk about your health now. How are you feeling?
Good. I'd say I'm about 85–90%, but
okay,
I'm definitely at a point where I feel like I can run it and not finish with crutches.
Sure, right. When when you came in today and you were saying, you know, I just ran 20 miles. And that's, I mean, that's 20 miles isn't little. No. It sounds like you might be back.
Yeah, definitely.
Talk to me about running in 2012. That was the last year they had elite runners, and you're shoulder to shoulder with them the entire time. What was that feeling like? It
was great, and I mean, my vision always, like, I envisioned in training, like, what it would be like to win the Baltimore Marathon, even with them there.
Yeah.
And that year, I mean, I think it was about 11 or 12 miles into the race, I was still in the lead. And it did start crossing my mind, like, wow, if I can hang on and run with these guys, I might actually accomplish that now. And I didn't think that a year later it would actually happen.
Sure. And then after that, we see some of those elite runners go. And so it changes your strategy, I guess. Yeah. Did you look at the race any differently?
Not really. I mean, I went in with a time goal and just kind of ran at that pace that I wanted to that day.
Yeah.
But definitely, I mean, just even the year before, I mean, even with the elite runners, I think they invited around 25 of them. I finished, I think it was 8th or 10th that year too. Yeah. So it was.
To see the strong runner that you are, and to look back and to see people who, this might be their first time running with you, or this might be, you know, someone running for a cause. For the running community, what's that like to see so many people come out in Baltimore and join in?
It's incredible, and I know Lee talked about it earlier. Just every part of the course, there are people out there cheering for you. There's not one spot where there's not somebody out there. And it's amazing how it just changes. Every neighborhood's different, and people are cheering in different ways, but everyone's out there, and it really motivates me to keep going.
I was going to say, for the people who don't come out on the porch, you know, tell them what this does for you. I mean, this pushes you a little bit.
It does, and it really helps to have them out there, and even people out on their porches. I mean, people are out in the street, people are out on their porches, people are yelling out their windows, and it's really encouraging.
At what point in your life did you know that this was going to be something that you could be good at?
I'd say, you know, college.
Yeah.
Back when I ran at Elizabethtown College.
Okay. For the first timer who wants to get out there, do you have any like training tips for someone who says, I'm gonna give this a try, but I shouldn't probably run 10 miles my first time out the chute?
Yeah, no, I get that question a lot, and the biggest thing I'd tell them is just to be patient. Okay. And it's a long-term process. I feel like anybody, I mean, barring any like physical issues, they can. I mean, you can run a marathon. You just got to be patient enough. You have to plan it out far enough.
Yeah.
But you can't go out there and run 10 miles the first time. It might be running and walking, alternating at the beginning. But if you're patient enough and build up and just progress your training, I think anyone's capable of doing it.
Talk about your career now over at Stevenson and what you're doing with the runners there. Cross-country coach.
Yeah, so cross-country coach and then assistant track coach. I coach the distance runners there as well. It's only my second year, so they brought myself in and another guy that's full-time, that's a head track coach, and just really excited. The support we have there is incredible from the administration, the athletic department. I mean, we definitely have the resources to eventually be a national powerhouse in Division III track and cross-country.
So tell me this, you've gone through a year where you're with elite runners, you had a year where you were hurt, and then you just keep coming back. Well, what is it? What's the competitive spirit inside that makes you just keep coming back and running?
You know, just being home. I mean, it's a hometown. Right. You know, I mean, anybody out there knows how much better it feels to roll out of your own bed and and drive down and run the race. But just the support of the city is just incredible. And what I felt the first time in 2012, it was the first time I really felt it. But then 2013 when I won, it was just amazing.
Good stuff, man. We wish you luck. Thanks for coming by, Dave. We appreciate it. We're watching you throughout the race coming up on the weekend. Still to come, another runner who will take part in the festival on Saturday gets his inspiration from fallen soldiers. We're talking about Sid Bush. Bush will attempt to finish his 200th marathon on Saturday. The 69-year-old veteran runs with pictures of lost soldiers on his back, and he always carries a giant American flag with him. And if you run a local race in recent years, chances are you've seen Sid out there on the course.
Main goal of me being out there is that other people will see why I'm running and think about them. And if they just stop for 1 minute while we're out on that course and think about these kids, and the reason we're able to do this foolishness is that because these kids are serving.
And race organizers have several surprises set up for Sid's big milestone. One that we can tell you about, other veterans have volunteered to run alongside Sid to make sure that he crosses that finish line.